Hello and good afternoon to Dr. Tan. We are from Group 4 and we will present and explain about our group assignment. My name is Aizat and I will present for task 1, which is define process mapping for Foodpanda delivery process. For our group assignment, we choose one of the well-known e-commerce platform, which is Foodpanda. Tidbits about the company. Foodpanda is one of the well-known online food deliveries in Malaysia and also leading in marketplace in other countries. Foodpanda is Malaysia's most convenient online food ordering site, connecting people with the best restaurants around them in KL, Petaling Jaya, Melaka, Ipoh, and many more Malaysia cities. They believe food is a pleasure and food ordering should be fast and definitely a fun experience, and Foodpanda allows users to conveniently discover food around their neighborhood and directly order their favorite meals online or via mobile. For this assignment, we choose from one of our team members' individual assignments. Based on the individual assignment, we already did a survey and collected some voice of customers from Foodpanda customers regarding their services. We found out that there are some problems and issues that are accounted by the customer. From the data collected, we already did the improvement systematic diagram, and the result is the delivery was chosen as the voice of customer that needs to be improved. It is because it is the highest percent of the customer wants, and the delay of delivery times will be focused on, since the problem of the delivery sections is 100% because of the product delivery to customer was being delayed, arriving late, and the service that was offered towards customer not satisfied customers' expectation. The other reason is because the Foodpanda goals are to become the world's fastest, most innovative business in the goods food sector, and they believe food is a pleasure and food ordering should be fast and definitely a fun experience. So, it means that the most important element that Foodpanda wants to focus on is the satisfaction of the customer regarding the time of the order delivered to the customer. So after we already translated voice of customer into critical customer requirements and also develop measures and indicators, which is CTQ or CTP, the next step that we need to go through in this project is to map and understanding the whole process of the services in order to make an improvement for the Foodpanda delivery for services or processes. There are several tools that can guide us to understand the process, which are SBSD diagrams, top-down charting, and functional deployment process map. First of all, SBSD diagram is a tool that is being used on every project, and it is one of the process mappings that need to be done in order to construct the team charter for the project that has been proposed. This SBSD diagram helps scope the project and aids in the team selection that will include the details of the team charter. To develop the SBSD diagram, it is needed to identify the processes that want to be focused in this project. In this assignment, the delays of delivery time will be chosen to continue in the next step. SBSD stands for supplier, inputs, process outputs, and customer. The first step in constructing the SBSD diagram is that we need to name the process. For our group assignment, the name of the SBSD diagram is Foodpanda delivery process. Second, we need to state the starting point of this process and the ending point, or also known as start and end boundary. For delivery service process, the start boundary is when the customer log in Foodpanda application, and the end boundary is when the customer receive the order. Next, the third step is to define the output for the delivery service processes, or the outcome of the food delivery process. The output for the delivery process is order is ready and delivered to the customer. Customer receive the order, have data of customer order, data of rider and vendor in accepting order, and they receive the payment is the output of this delivery process. The fourth step is to determine the customer. The customer for the Foodpanda delivery process is Foodpanda customer, internal and also external customer. The next steps in support diagram are used to list the major steps of the process. For the delivery process of Foodpanda, the process is from login Foodpanda application. Next, pick a restaurant you like and browse it, the menu, then checkout and payment. Next step, vendor receive and prepare the order. Rider pick up and deliver the order to the customer. And lastly, the customer receive the order. After that, the sixth step in creating a support diagram is to define the input. In this section, we need to list the input that helps the process of delivery run smoothly. Firstly, is Foodpanda application that will be used by the customer to order the menu from the Foodpanda and for the vendor to accept the order. Next is customer data system, which is the input and information regarding the customer, for example, customer delivery, phone number, and others. Furthermore, is the Foodpanda rider application, which is a function for rider to accept the order, collect the order from the vendor, and send it to the customer. Lastly, the vendor and rider data system that have information the order received by both of them and the information of them. The last step in support diagram is determine the supplier that can provide the input for the delivery process, which are Foodpanda customer, in order to gain the basic information and customer data. Next is Foodpanda vendor, Foodpanda rider, operation department, and rider management department. For the next process mapping, it's a top-down chart. A top-down chart creates a simple picture of a process using two levels of details. The first level captures the sub-processes in the process from the support diagram. The second level lists the activities that fall under each sub-processes. So, based on the support diagram of Foodpanda above, we will create a top-down chart and list the activities involved under the Foodpanda sub-processes. First of all, the first step is to agree on the start point and end point for the process map. This information can be obtained from support diagram. For the delivery service process, the start point is when the customer log in Foodpanda application and the end point is when the customer receive the order. Next is to identify the major sub-processes or phases to describe the process from beginning to end. This is what we need to do in the second step. These sub-processes also we can get from the list of process in the support diagram. For the delivery process of Foodpanda, the process is from login Foodpanda application. Next, pick a restaurant you like and browse it, its menu, then checkout and payment. Next, vendor receive and prepare the order. Rider pick up and deliver the order to the customer. And lastly, the customer receive the order. From the sub-processes that we already listed in step 2, we need to break each sub-processes into several activities and then list the activities under the corresponding sub-process as shown in this slide as step 3. So this is the top-down charts that we already created that start with login Foodpanda applications. For the first sub-process is login Foodpanda applications. The activities that can be break is sign up Foodpanda applications, fill up details, approve the registrations, enter area on the home page. Next sub-process is pick a restaurant that customers like and browse its menu. The activities involved is browsing from the extensive list of restaurants that deliver to the customer area, and after that, customers submit order that they already choose. Furthermore, is checkout and payment, and it can be break in several activities which are choose payment method, make payment, accept the payment from the customer. And the fourth sub-processes is the vendor receive and prepare the order. The activities is vendor started to prepare the order, prepare the food, and send customer notification regarding the estimated waiting time for their order. Foodpanda staff notifying the rider and customer once the order is ready to collect. Then, rider pick up and deliver the order, which is the rider collects the food or beverages after accepting the order. Rider started to deliver the order. Customer receives notification about their status. And lastly, it ends with customer receiving the order. After creating the top-down chart, it is needed to review the map and make correction as necessary. Rearrange sub-processes, combine activities, or revise the descriptions of sub-processes or activities so they accurately describe the process. The next map that we need to discuss is the functional deployment chart. A functional deployment process map displays the activities depicted in process in sequential order and illustrates where each activity is performed and who is involved. Symbols, such as those shown below, are used to illustrate the process flow, delays, decision points, feedback loops, and activities performed. Functional deployment process maps generally take considerable time to prepare, but they are extremely useful in understanding a process prior to attempting improvements. They require input from people familiar with each area of the process. First of all, we use the horizontal axis to show the location or responsibility for each activity performed, depict either individuals or work functions. Furthermore, we identify the sequential order in which the activities are actually performed based on the list of the activities and identify type of symbol that will be used for each activity. Arrows also we use to indicate the direction of the flow when illustrating the chart. In conclusion, for the group assignment task 1, we already did the process mapping that involved 3 tools, which are support diagram, top-down chart, and deployment chart, and also had to discuss it in details in order to do an improvement regarding the delivery process of Food Panda. That's all from us. Thank you.